Look at this. I successfully fermented brown rice with soybeans. Homemade natto. This recipe built muscles 2 times versus regular natto. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takumiya, the author of Natto Unleashed. If you're new to this channel, you have come to the right channel because probably this is the best channel for natto making because this is the only channel that talks about how to make natto yogurt and how to make brown rice natto and many other things such as how to make hikiwari natto, the difference between hikiwari natto and regular natto and so on. So if you want to know about natto or natto making, this is the channel to watch. So please watch the video until the end. So this recipe is not a regular natto. It is brown rice natto that I shared with you in my last video. So what is brown rice natto? That is fermenting steamed soybeans and cooked brown rice together using Bacillus subtilis. So in other words, making brown rice soybean natto. And why does this build muscles 2 times? This is because regular natto has incomplete amino acid profile. It is high in lysine but low in methionine. But brown rice has the opposite problem. It is high in methionine but low in lysine. So when you combine them together, they complement each other perfectly. Now you have a perfect amino acid profile. But not only that, fermenting them makes it even better because the protease, which is an enzyme, works just like a chainsaw. It breaks down the protein and make bioavailable amino acid. If you look at the digestive workload, for example, for standard mixing, it is very high. You need to digest a lot after eating. But co-fermentation, it is low. During the fermentation, breaking down is done a lot so that you don't need to break down the protein once you eat the food. It makes your nutrient a lot more bioavailable. Okay, so in this video, I'll share with you how to make it. But this is only for people who know how to make natto, who have made regular natto before. If you have never made regular natto before, please don't make it. Please make natto first. For that, please watch this video. It is called How to Make Natto from a Wild Plant, Instant Pot version. Then try making regular natto a few times. Once you get used to making regular natto, then please try this brown rice natto. So let's go through the steps. So let's review the steps for the regular natto first. So you soak the beans and then steaming the beans and disinfecting wild plants and container in boiling water and inoculating Bacillus subtilis in the beans and then fermenting the beans, cooling the natto in the fridge. For the brown rice natto, it is almost the same, but with a few extra steps. So first soaking the beans and then steaming the bean, that's the same, but you do the same thing with your brown rice. So soaking and cooking the brown rice and then disinfecting in boiling water and mixing the steamed soybeans and cooked brown rice into a glass jar. So that's another step that is required in this recipe. And then inoculating Bacillus subtilis in the bean and rice mixture, fermenting the mixture, and finally cooling the brown rice natto in the fridge. So just 3 additional steps: soaking and cooking the brown rice, and then mixing the steamed soybeans and cooked brown rice into a glass jar. But the rest are the same. Okay, things you need. So organic soybeans and brown rice, a pressure cooker and a yogurt maker, or an instant pot, a pressure cooker rack, a stainless steel steam rack or steamer that fits inside the pressure cooker, a cotton cloth, and wild plants. Wild plants could be mint, mugwort, any edible wild plants in your garden, preferably dried plants. Now, whenever I talk about brown rice, I often get comments saying, but brown rice is actually bad for you because it contains high amount of arsenic. So first, I'll show you how to rinse the brown rice so that you can reduce the arsenic content. To reduce arsenic in rice, you need to rinse it well and drain the water. And you want to do this several times, maybe 2 or 3 times. Then you pour a lot of water, probably 3 times as much as rice, and then soak the rice overnight for about 10 hours. The next morning, the rice is soaked now. Then you want to drain the water. Just like that. You want to drain the water completely, like that. Then you pour water again and you cook the rice. This way, you can reduce arsenic content. Also, fermentation can reduce the arsenic too. So by fermenting brown rice with Bacillus subtilis, you can reduce the arsenic a lot. This is the same with when you're making fermented brown rice, like koso genmai, you can reduce the arsenic content too. Therefore, brown rice natto is pretty safe as far as arsenic is concerned. For disinfecting wild plants and glass jar part, I'll skip it. So please watch my other video, how to make natto from a wild plant, instant pot version for disinfecting those things. So let's move to the next step. Now, after the rice is cooked, and after the beans are steamed, you mix the rice and the beans into a glass jar. So you want to put some steamed soybeans into the glass jar, and then you put some brown rice. You kind of do it alternately so that you can mix the soybeans and brown rice. They sort of spread throughout the glass jar. Just like that. Then you want to mix the soybeans and brown rice using a spoon or chopsticks or anything. You mix them well. Then you put your wild plant sticks into the mixture. So this time I'm using mugwort, but any wild plants are okay. But you put your white plant sticks into the mixture using chopsticks or anything else that is easy for you to use. Make sure you put the sticks as widespread as possible so that the Bacillus subtilis touches most beans and brown rice. Then you cover the mixture with a cotton cloth. This way, you can keep the moisture inside. But do not cover it completely. You want to leave the edge part open so that oxygen can get in. Bacillus subtilis need oxygen. Then you close the lid. Then you put the container into the yogurt maker. Then you set the temperature to 42 degrees centigrade and the time for 24 hours. Then you start the yogurt maker. All right, so 24 hours later, probably the fermentation is done. So let's check inside. By the way, I changed the lid. This one has a hole so that the oxygen can get in more easily. Now you want to take the sticks out of the jar. Look at that. It has become slimy. It has become natto. You want to mix them well from top to bottom so that you can make sure that the soybeans and brown rice are mixed together. Then you cool it inside the refrigerator for another 24 hours. That's it. That is how you make brown rice natto. Now, as for the lid, I said I changed the lid to this type later on. Actually, I have two different types of the lid. Actually, I have two different types of containers. One is a plastic container, and this lid came with the plastic container, and this lid came with a glass container. So when I started using the glass container, I started using this lid as well. And I've made natto so many times with the glass container with this lid, but I have never had any problem with fermentation. So it seems to work. So it says that Bacillus subtilis need oxygen, and that's why the one with the hole is better. But I'm not sure if that is really true. Maybe it is true, but you may not need as much oxygen as they say it does. Anyway, when you use the instant pot of fermentation with a yogurt setting, you close the lid of the instant pot completely, right? Therefore, there is not much air inside anyway, but it still works. Another thing is about natto yogurt. Remember, I made natto yogurt that is a liquid form. Therefore, there is no oxygen inside the liquid, but for some reason, it could ferment. So, yeah, that's another wonder. The bottom line, you don't need to worry about that much. If you have a lid with a hole, then use one. But if you don't have one, then don't worry about it. Okay, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Sachiaki Takumiya, the author of Natto Unleashed. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. Please try making brown rice natto and share how it went in the comments below. And to make regular natto using wild plants, please watch this video.